Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to change your life in an instant, the fastest way to do it is by changing your physiology. Your body and mind are connected in ways most people don't even realize. Every emotion you feel, whether it's confidence, excitement, stress, or fear, is tied directly to how you use your body. Think about it. When you're feeling down, what does your body look like? Your shoulders slump, your breathing is shallow, your energy is low. But when you're feeling powerful, when you're excited, motivated, and unstoppable, your body looks completely different. Your chest is up, your breathing is deep, and you move with purpose. The key to unlocking massive energy and shifting your state instantly is understanding this connection and using it to your advantage. Most people wait for motivation before they take action. They think, when I feel good, I'll work out. When I feel confident, I'll speak up. When I feel ready, I'll take the leap. But the truth is, waiting for motivation is a trap. If you want to feel good, if you want to feel confident, if you want to feel energized, you don't wait for it, you create it. And the way to create it is by moving your body first. Motion creates emotion. The way you breathe, the way you stand, the way you move, all of it impacts how you feel in an instant. Think about the greatest athletes, performers, and leaders in the world. Before they step onto the stage, before they enter the arena, they don't just sit there waiting to feel inspired. They prime their bodies for peak performance. They jump, they stretch, they move, they breathe deeply. They put their body into a state of absolute certainty. That's why they dominate. They understand that when you change your movement, you change your energy, and when you change your energy, you change your entire reality. If you want to snap yourself out of stress, anxiety, or self-doubt, don't just sit there thinking about it. Stand up and move. Jump up and down. Go for a run. Do a set of push-ups. Throw your hands in the air like a champion. Do whatever it takes to shift your body into a state of power. It sounds simple, but it works. Your brain takes cues from your body. When you move like a winner, when you breathe like a winner, when you carry yourself like someone who is confident and unstoppable, your mind follows. Your breath is another key factor. Shallow breathing creates stress and fatigue. Deep, intentional breathing floods your body with oxygen, energizing every cell and sharpening your focus. If you're ever feeling drained or overwhelmed, take control of your breath. Try the power breath. 3 deep inhales through the nose, filling your lungs completely, and then a strong exhale. Repeat it a few times, and you'll feel an immediate shift. Your energy will rise, your mind will clear, and you'll be ready to take on anything. Another game changer is movement throughout the day. Too many people live their lives stuck in a chair, sitting in front of screens for hours on end. That's a recipe for low energy, poor posture, and a sluggish mind. If you want to stay sharp, if you want to maintain peak performance all day long, you must make movement a habit. Stand up every hour, stretch, take a walk, do quick bursts of exercise. This isn't just about physical health. It's about keeping your energy high, keeping your mind clear, and staying in a state of power. At the end of the day, your physiology is one of the most powerful tools you have to control your emotions, your energy, and your life. Most people go through life reacting to their emotions, letting their state be determined by outside circumstances. But you don't have to live that way. You have the power to shift your state at any moment. And it starts with how you move, how you breathe, and how you carry yourself. Move with energy, breathe with power, and watch how everything in your life changes instantly. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever have. It controls your emotions, your decisions, and ultimately the quality of your life. But most people never learn to master it. Instead, they let their thoughts run wild, allowing distractions, fears, and limiting beliefs to dictate their actions. If you want to take control of your life, you must first take control of your focus. Because whatever you focus on, you feel. Whatever you focus on, you create. The difference between someone who thrives and someone who struggles isn't intelligence or talent. It's focus. The people who achieve greatness aren't necessarily the smartest or the most gifted, but they have trained their minds to lock in on what matters and shut out what doesn't. Right now, think about the last time you felt stressed or overwhelmed. What were you focusing on? Chances are you were locked in on problems, on things that were going wrong, on obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome. Now think about a time when you felt unstoppable, when you were at your best. What was different? Your focus. You were focused on solutions, on possibilities, on the actions you could take to move forward. The truth is, the external situation might have been the same. The only difference was where you placed your focus. That's how powerful your mind is. It can turn a challenge into an opportunity, or it can turn an opportunity into a struggle. Most people go through life letting their focus be controlled by their environment. They wake up, grab their phone, and immediately fill their mind with negativity, emails, social media, bad news. They spend their day reacting to everything around them instead of intentionally choosing what they focus on. If you want to master your mind, you must stop letting outside forces dictate your focus. You must take control and direct your mind toward what empowers you. That starts with asking the right questions, because the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your questions. Instead of asking, why does this always happen to me? Ask, how can I turn this into a lesson? Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I succeed? Questions guide your focus, and your focus creates your reality. Another key to mastering your mind is eliminating distractions. We live in a world where everything is fighting for your attention. Notifications, emails, social media, constant noise. If you don't actively protect your focus, it will be stolen from you. If you want to get more done, if you want to feel more in control, you must create an environment that supports deep focus. That means turning off notifications, setting specific times for checking messages, and creating space where you can think without interruptions. It also means being intentional about what you feed your mind. Garbage in, garbage out. If you constantly consume negativity, fear, and doubt, that's what your mind will focus on. But if you fill your mind with empowering ideas, with knowledge, with inspiration, your focus will naturally shift toward growth and success. One of the most powerful ways to train your focus is through visualization. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something vividly imagined and something real. That's why elite athletes, top performers, and high achievers all use visualization to prime their minds for success. Every day, take a few moments to see yourself winning, achieving, and succeeding. Picture yourself in peak state, taking massive action, overcoming challenges, and creating the life you want. The more you do this, the more your brain will lock in on that vision and guide you toward making it real. At the end of the day, mastering your mind is about making a choice to focus on what empowers you instead of what drains you, a choice to see possibilities instead of limitations, a choice to control your thoughts instead of letting your thoughts control you. The moment you take control of your focus, you take control of your life. Because whatever you focus on, you will find. Focus on problems, and you'll find more problems. Focus on solutions, and you'll find a way forward. Focus on fear, and you'll feel paralyzed. Focus on progress, and you'll feel unstoppable. It all starts with a decision right now, in this moment, to take charge of your focus and direct your mind toward greatness. The words you speak shape the reality you live in. Most people don't realize it, but the language they use every single day is either empowering them or holding them back. The words you choose, whether spoken out loud or silently in your mind, dictate how you feel, how you act, and what you ultimately achieve. If you want to upgrade your life, you must first upgrade your language. Because when you change the way you speak, you change the way you think. And when you change the way you think, you change the way you live. Think about it. When you say, I'm exhausted, how do you feel? You instantly feel more tired, right? When you say, I'm overwhelmed, your brain immediately finds evidence to support that feeling. But what happens if you change those words? Instead of saying, I'm exhausted, say, I'm recharging. Instead of saying, I'm overwhelmed, say, I'm being challenged in a way that's making me stronger. Just that small shift in language changes your entire emotional state. The words you use become the commands you give your mind, and your mind follows those commands without question. Most people don't speak in a way that fuels their success. They speak in a way that reinforces their limitations. They say things like, I'm bad with money, I'm not good at public speaking, I can never lose weight, or I'll never be successful. And guess what? When you tell yourself that story over and over, it becomes your reality. Your brain is always listening, and it works to make your words true. But the good news is, you can flip this script. Instead of saying I'm bad with money, say I'm learning to master my finances. Instead of saying I'm not good at public speaking, say I'm improving my ability to speak with confidence. Instead of saying I can't, start saying I'm in the process of. This small shift rewires your brain to focus on growth instead of limitations. Another powerful shift in language is eliminating weak words from your vocabulary. Words like try, maybe, I hope, and I think weaken your commitment and lower your power. Instead of saying, I'll try to go to the gym, say, I will go to the gym. Instead of saying, I hope I get the job, say, I will do everything in my power to get this job. When you speak with certainty, you act with certainty. And when you act with certainty, you create results. Winners don't try. They commit, they decide, they declare. One of the most important areas where language matters is how you describe challenges. Most people label difficult situations as problems, and the moment they do, they feel stuck. But what if instead of calling it a problem, you called it an opportunity? What if instead of saying, this is impossible, you said, this is a challenge, and I love challenges? Words reframe your mindset, and your mindset determines your ability to take action. The most successful people in the world don't see obstacles as roadblocks, they see them as stepping stones, and that perspective starts with the language they use. Your words don't just impact you, they impact everyone around you. When you speak with power, confidence, and certainty, people respond differently to you. Leaders use language that inspires, motivates, and empowers. They don't say, I'm scared of failing. They say, I'm excited to grow. They don't say, I don't know if I can do this. They say, I will figure this out. Words have energy, and that energy shapes the way people see you and the way you see yourself. At the end of the day, your words are either building you up or tearing you down. If you want to transform your life, start by transforming the way you speak. Catch yourself when you use weak or negative language and replace it with words of power and possibility. Speak like the person you want to become, and soon enough, you will become that person, because the words you use don't just describe your reality, they create it. Speak powerfully, speak with certainty, and watch how your entire world changes. If you don't know exactly what you want, how can you ever expect to achieve it? Most people drift through life without a clear direction, reacting to whatever comes their way instead of intentionally creating their future. They wish for success, happiness, and fulfillment, but they never define what those things actually mean for them. And because they never define it, they never reach it. If you want to create an extraordinary life, you must set clear, specific, and compelling goals, because clarity is power. The more precise you are about what you want, the more energy, focus, and drive you'll have to make it happen. Think about a time when you were truly motivated, when you woke up with purpose, excitement, and a fire inside of you. What was different? You had something to aim for. Maybe it was a fitness goal, a business goal, or a personal challenge, but you had a target, and that target gave you energy. The moment you get crystal clear on what you want, your brain goes to work finding ways to make it happen. It's like a guided missile. It doesn't just shoot randomly, it locks onto a target. And that's exactly what happens when you set clear goals. Your mind starts filtering opportunities, resources, and ideas that align with your vision. Most people fail to achieve their dreams because their goals are too vague. They say things like, I want to be successful, or I want to make more money, or I want to be happier. But what does that actually mean? How much money do you want to make? By when? What does success look like to you? How will you know when you've achieved it? Your goals need to be specific, measurable, and time. Instead of saying, I want to get in shape, say, I will lose 15 pounds and run a 5K in the next 60 days. Instead of saying, I want to make more money, say, I will earn $100,000 this year by launching my new business. The clearer your goal, the more real it becomes, and the more your brain focuses on ways to make it happen. Another key to setting powerful goals is making them compelling. If your goal doesn't excite you, if it doesn't light a fire inside of you, then you're not going to stay committed to it. You need a reason so strong that nothing can stop you. It's not enough to say, I want to be wealthy. Why do you want to be wealthy? Is it to provide a better life for your family? Is it to create freedom for yourself? Is it to make a massive impact on the world? The stronger your reason, the stronger your drive. When obstacles come up, and they will, it's your reason that will keep you moving forward. Once you have a clear, specific goal and a powerful reason behind it, the next step is to write it down. Studies show that people who write down their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them. Writing your goals forces you to clarify them, makes them feel more real, and serves as a constant reminder of what you're working toward. Don't just think about your goals, put them on paper, read them every day, and visualize yourself achieving them. See it, feel it, believe it. Finally, take action immediately. A goal without action is just a wish. The moment you set a goal, take the first step toward making it happen. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to move you forward. Maybe it's making a phone call, signing up for a course, or creating a plan. But do something right away, because momentum is everything. The longer you wait, the more doubt creeps in. But when you take action, even a small one, you send a message to yourself that this is real, that you are committed, and that you are making it happen. At the end of the day, success isn't about luck, talent, or intelligence. It's about clarity, commitment, and consistent action. If you don't set goals, you'll spend your life working for someone who does. But if you take the time to define exactly what you want, give yourself a powerful reason to achieve it, and take action every single day, there's nothing that can stop you. Decide what you want, lock in on it with absolute certainty, and go after it with everything you've got. Because when you know exactly where you're going, you will always find a way to get there. The difference between success and failure, between an extraordinary life and a mediocre one, comes down to one thing: action. Not just any action, but massive, decisive, and relentless action. Most people spend their lives waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, the perfect circumstances. They get stuck in analysis paralysis, overthinking every move, doubting themselves, and convincing themselves they need more information before they start. But the truth is, the people who achieve extraordinary results aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who take action, imperfect, bold, and consistent action before they feel ready. The secret to creating momentum in your life is simple. Stop thinking and start doing. Action creates clarity. You don't need to have everything figured out before you begin. You just need to take the first step. The moment you do, you gain insight, experience, and confidence. Every great success story begins with someone who decided to take action despite uncertainty. Look at the most successful entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders in the world. They didn't wait for the stars to align. They started before they had all the answers. They figured it out as they went. And that's exactly what you must do if you want to achieve extraordinary results in your life. Most people set goals but never follow through because they get stuck in fear. Fear of failure, fear of what others will think, fear of making mistakes. But here's the truth. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every successful person has failed more times than the average person has even tried. The only real failure is inaction. The only real failure is letting fear stop you. If you take action and it doesn't work, you learn, you adjust, and you try again. But if you never take action, you stay exactly where you are. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is that they need motivation before they can take action. They say, I'll start when I feel ready. I'll take action when I'm motivated. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. If you wait to feel motivated, you'll never start. The truth is, action creates motivation. The moment you start moving, even in a small way, your brain starts to generate momentum. That's why the hardest part of going to the gym is just getting there. But once you start, you feel good and you keep going. The same principle applies to everything in life. You don't wait for motivation. You take action first and the motivation follows. Massive action isn't about taking a single step and hoping for the best. It's about going all in. It's about being relentless in your pursuit of what you want. It's about pushing past discomfort, refusing to accept excuses, and doing whatever it takes to make your vision a reality. When you commit to massive action, you stop dabbling. You stop saying, I'll try, and you start saying, I will. You stop treating your dreams like an option and start treating them like a necessity. Another key to massive action is speed. Successful people don't just take action, they take action fast. They don't overanalyze, they don't waste time debating whether something is the right move. They make a decision and execute. If it works, great. If it doesn't, they adjust quickly and keep going. In today's world, speed matters. If you hesitate, someone else will take the opportunity you were too slow to grab. Execution is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. You can have the best ideas, the biggest goals, and the clearest vision, but if you don't take action, none of it matters. Knowledge is potential power. It only becomes real power when you apply it. Don't let another day go by where you sit on the sidelines of your own life. Take action today, right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Because the sooner you start, the sooner you create momentum. And once you have momentum, nothing can stop you. Your life is a direct reflection of your standards. What you tolerate is what you will live. If you want to transform your life, your business, your health, your relationships, anything, you must first raise your standards. Because your standards dictate what you accept, what you reject, and ultimately what you achieve. The difference between people who live extraordinary lives and those who settle for mediocrity isn't intelligence, luck, or talent. It's the standards they hold themselves to. If you demand more from yourself, you will get more from life. But if you accept less, that's exactly what you'll get. Think about the most successful people in the world. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, leaders. They didn't get where they are by being average. They got there because they refused to settle for less than their best. They set a new standard for themselves, one that required excellence, discipline, and relentless commitment. They weren't just interested in success. They were obsessed with it. They didn't just try their best. They demanded their best. They didn't just hope for greatness. They required it. That's the mindset you must adopt if you want to elevate every area of your life. The problem is, most people set their standards based on what's comfortable, not what's possible. They say, I want to be healthy, but they settle for skipping workouts and eating junk. They say, I want to be wealthy, but they accept a life of financial struggle because they don't push themselves to grow. They say, I want a great relationship, but they tolerate toxic behavior, both from themselves and others. The moment you raise your standards is the moment you stop making excuses and start making changes. The fastest way to change your life is to change what you demand from yourself. Stop saying, I should, and start saying, I must. I should work out more means nothing. I must take care of my body every single day changes everything. I should spend more time with my family is weak. I must make my loved ones a priority no matter what transforms your relationships. When you raise something from a preference to a standard, it becomes non-negotiable. And when something is non-negotiable, you always find a way to make it happen. Look at any area of your life where you're not where you want to be. What standard have you been living by in that area? Have you been accepting average? Have you been tolerating less than you deserve? If so, it's time to raise the bar. Decide right now that you will no longer accept anything below your highest potential. Commit to a higher standard in your health, your finances, your career, your relationships, and most importantly, in the way you show up for yourself every day. When you raise your standards, your entire world shifts. You start making different choices because now anything less than your new standard is unacceptable. You start surrounding yourself with people who elevate you instead of drag you down. You start demanding more from your body, your mind, your emotions. And the best part, once you raise your standards, the results follow. Because when you demand more from yourself, you take better actions. And better actions create better results. At the end of the day, the life you live is the life you settle for. If you're not where you want to be, stop blaming circumstances and start raising your standards. Success isn't about what you want. It's about what you're willing to demand from yourself every single day. Decide today that you will no longer settle for less than your absolute best. Set a new standard, commit to it, and refuse to back down. Because once you demand more from yourself, life has no choice but to rise to meet you.